Hi everybody, and welcome to the Shane Plays coverage of the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition starter set. And you can see it right there. It's actually still sealed, so we'll be opening this up. I haven't even looked in it yet, so for those of you that like unboxing videos, this will contain a little bit of that. This will also be a companion video and post to the free basic rules PDF that just released on July 5th. Now, today's July 7th, and this is actually not available in general until July 15th. But if you have a game store nearby that is like a preferred partner or whatever with Wizards of the Coast, then some of them have copies, and my game store right down the street just happened to have a copy. So that was where they happened to be one of the preferred vendors, and they had several copies, so they've already sold 7 or 8, and the interest has been pretty decent. So let's see what we got here. This is kind of like if you know the Red Box, which is a popular kind of not mythical, but it's very well known. Back in the 80s, you had the Red Box, which was a starter set for Dungeons and Dragons, and they kind of reissued it, I think, for a 4th edition version, and that was popular. What this is if you don't know anything about role-playing games, or you don't know anything about Dungeons & Dragons, then they encourage you to pick something like this up, and then you have everything you need to basically start playing the game, and then go up to, I think, level 5, and it includes a starter adventure. So I literally have read a little bit about this thing, but I haven't even looked inside of it. So let's do that together. So I'm going to break it right now. I'm going to break the seal, and we'll open it up together. How about that? If I can get it. See, this is how fun. This is how non-prepared this is. I'm having to go through the old ripping difficulty that anybody would. All right, so there we go. Got it open. And this is, I do like the artwork. It's very nice, very cool artwork. Not quite as iconic, I guess, as that Red Box with a little artwork in the middle, but kind of reminiscent. The guy going up against the dragon with the shield and the sword and all that. It's very nice artwork. And maybe it'll end up being iconic for D&D later. Here's the back. It's just kind of, shows what to expect. It says, explore subterranean labyrinths, plunder hordes of treasure, battle legendary monsters. Dungeons & Dragons Starter Set is your gateway to action-packed stories of the imagination. This box contains the essential rules of the game, plus everything you need to play heroic characters on perilous adventures in worlds of fantasy. So, a game component, 64-page adventure book with everything the Dungeon Master needs to get started. And if you don't know, the Dungeon Master is the guy or the gal, who's kind of telling the story, refereeing the game, playing all the parts that are not the main characters. 32-page rulebook for playing characters levels 1 through 5. 5 pre-generated characters, each with a character sheet and supporting reference material. And 6 game dice. So when you're ready for even more, expand your adventures with the 5th edition Player's Handbook, Dungeon Master's Guide, and Monster Manual. So this is the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons. They're just calling it D&D. Not D&D 5th edition or 3rd or 4th like it has been in the past. Well, but it is the 5th edition. So for those of you that like all the angles, that's basically it. So let's open this up. Maybe I'll add a drum roll in the editing. All right, so we've got it open. This is what it looks like when you open it up. So you've got the rule book, starter rule book. You've got the dice, which, as you can see there, have the numbers already colored in. In the old days, you would get dice in a box, and sometimes they'd include a colored pencil, almost like a crayon, and you'd have to fill in the numbers. But these are actually kind of nice. It's not just blue. There's kind of I doubt you could see it on this video. I don't think the definition is going to be good enough, but there's a streaked sort of effect, creamy kind of streaks. So, and there's a D20, a D12, see what else we got. D10, D8, D6, and D4. D4 has always been one of my favorite dice. Just always felt kind of, the first time I played games like, I was like, oh, the D4 is so neat because it was so different than any other dice. I was like, how does that thing work? So let me bust this open and we'll pull some of these dice out. Like that. So here's that D4. Like I said, I don't think the video is going to show. Yeah, I don't think the definition is good enough to show the kind of stripe. Yeah, I guess you can see it just a little bit. So, and let's just, for the heck of it, let's get a clatter of dice. Let's see. I don't know if y'all be able to hear this. Oh yeah, one of my favorite sounds in the world. So, all right, so that's the dice. Very cool. I'll put that over. This will be the holding box while I look at stuff. All right, so here's the rule book. That's what comes out next. Here's the opening artwork. Guess you can see that. And this looks real similar. Looking through this, and I'll try to post some photos on the related blog post that I'm going to do on shaneplays.com. By the way, please make sure to visit shaneplays.com if you're not watching over from here, watching the video from that site, if you're seeing YouTube instead. And if you're watching the video on YouTube, please make sure to like the video and to make a comment, because that helps me out a lot. Anyway, these rules, just kind of flipping through them, are looking a lot like the basic rules that are for free from the PDF. So I'll have to spend some more time to verify that. There's more artwork because the basic PDF did not have this artwork. But the rules themselves look pretty darn close. I don't see any character generation in here. But other than that, they look pretty close. Let's see what else. Lost Mind of Fendelver. So that's the free adventure that comes with the starter set. And I've got a couple of buddies I'm going to do this with, and then we'll do a review on that. You may know Matt Barton from Matt Chat. He's wanting to do it. So, and he's a huge game guy, but he's never actually played Dungeons & Dragons, so that'll be kind of fun. And I'm just kind of flipping through here. I'll try to post some more pictures on the blog post, like a little photo gallery. But there's just artwork and just basically an adventure. Got the nice little maps. So this is it's got the introduction, and then it goes. There's four parts. Part 1, Goblin Arrows. Part 2, Phandalin. Part 3, The Spider's Web. Part 4, Wave Echo Cave, and then there's a couple of appendices and a rules index. So, and the rules index in the adventure refers back to the starter set rulebook, it seems like. So you get the adventure, the Lost Mine of Fendelver, and you also get the starter set rulebook. So that's cool. Have some, looks like pre-generated character sheets here. So let me pull these out, and I think that might be the extent of what's in here. So for $19.99, that's what I paid for it. I saw it on Amazon a little bit cheaper. You can order it and wait to get it. Yeah, so you've got some pre-generated character sheets. You have a first level fighter with a folk hero background, and if you watch my video on the free basic rules, then it talks a little bit about these backgrounds. You have a first level wizard. Like I said, I doubt you're going to be able to see this on the video. That's a high elf with a background of acolyte. And the warrior was a lawful good human, which some people call lawful stupid. I don't, but some people do. You have a neutral, just a straight vanilla plain neutral first level rogue halfling with a criminal background. You got a soldier cleric. That's interesting. I would have figured that would have been a warrior background. First level heel dwarf soldier cleric with neutral good alignment. And then you got another fighter. You got a noble human fighter, lawful neutral. So, and there's, like I said, I doubt you can see these. I'll try to post some pictures, but you know, it gives their stats, their skills, their hit, you know, their hit points, hit dice, their equipment, powers or feats or whatever that they have, levels, and when they gain levels, some powers they get. These are double-sided. So, and it left the namespace blank, so you can name it whatever you want. So it's basically, if you don't have the basic rules at this point that are free from the Wizards of the Coast Dungeons and Dragons website, then if you don't have that, then you have to stick with these pre-gens. If you do have those, then you can make your own characters. Otherwise, the player's handbook, which would have the rules for generating characters, I think comes out in August. So, and then the last thing in here is looks like an advertisement, a flyer. Here, that's what it looks like in there. Pull it out, and there's just sort of a cardboard filler for the rest of the box. So, nothing else in there. This is what did you do last night, and it's D&D Encounters, build your character and play at a store near you. So, and then there's a little QR code here. I guess you can hit it with your smartphone or iPad or whatever and learn more. But this D&D Encounters is basically, there's certain game stores you can go play at the game store and have like weekly game sessions. I actually, the game store I went and bought this from, this starter set, you know, I asked them if they were going to be doing that, and they said yes, it's Wednesday nights. So I won't be going. I have Bible study on Wednesday nights, so won't be going to that. But I'm sure there's a lot of people who will do that, and they'll have a lot of fun with it. And then on the back of the what did you do last night, there's a blank character sheet. It says D&D Encounters on it, but I guess you could just copy it, and whether you're doing D&D Encounters or not, you can make characters out of it. So that's it. There you have it. You've got this little flyer with the character sheet on the back. You've got the 5 pre-gen double-sided character sheets. Got that. You've got the Lost Mine of Fendelver adventure. And it looks like it's got some information at the beginning. Like I said, I know you can't see this, but it says, you know, introduction, running the adventure, background, overview, adventure hook, which is just like any story. You got to have a hook to hook people in and want them to keep moving forward. You know, there's gold out there. Go save the princess or the whoever. Save the artifact before the bad guy gets it. The Forgotten Realms. That's one of the main campaign settings of Dungeons & Dragons, so I guess this adventure is set in the Forgotten Realms. You know, looking through here, I love maps. Who doesn't love maps if you're into fantasy games? Looks like we got some goblins. I don't know what it leads up to, but at the beginning we're dealing with some goblins. I got an owlbear. How can you beat that? The owlbear. Come on. Part owl, part bear. A grick. I've never heard of a grick, and I've been messing with games like this for a long time, since the 80s. I've never even heard of a grick. Hobgoblin. Heard of a hobgoblin. Got a green dragon there, looks like. So this looks fun. A Nothic. I never heard of a Nothic. Maybe you have. Perhaps they're Gothic. The Nothics are Gothic. I guess these are goblins here. So, anyway, it looks pretty cool. You know, in all honesty, I probably wouldn't have picked this up but I wanted to, kind of take a look at it for shaneplays.com. I don't know if this would benefit somebody like myself who's played games like this for a long time, and kind of jump in, with either the basic rules that have already come out or can wait till August for the Player's Handbook. And I think they're August through October. I think they're staggering the Player's Handbook, Dungeon Master's Guide, and the Monster Manual. So I guess if you wanted to wait till October, you can play. If you want to play now, like I want to get in right now, whether I'm an experienced player or know nothing about role-playing games, this is good. $20 is not a horrible price these days, but it does have a limited reach to what you can do with it. I mean, you got pre-gen characters. You can go up to level 5 with the rules, and that's really, and some dice, and that's it. So it really kind of depends on what your goal is. If you're a hardcore player that wants to get the most for their money, I probably wouldn't buy this. If you are a just fanatic, Dungeons and Dragons fanatic, you want to play 5th edition as soon as possible, you don't care what it costs, then and what you get bang for the buck, then I would go for it. Because you probably are, if you play that much, you're probably already going to have dice and all that stuff. But that being said, for what it is, I think it's a cool product. And if I was trying to introduce somebody to Dungeons and Dragons, which I will be doing with this, or if I didn't know anything about it myself and I want to see what all the fuss is about, and maybe me and a couple of buddies are going to check it out, I'd go ahead and pick it up. So, and kudos to Wizards of the Coast for keeping Dungeons and Dragons exciting and cool new products coming out and stuff like that. So I'm excited to keep checking it out. So there you have it. Let me put everything back in the box and I'll kind of show it to you again. Get my dice. These are nice dice. I'm actually pretty impressed with dice. I know you really can't see the plastic, the little striations or whatever, and the color. It's kind of a electric blue. It's not bad. I'm actually kind of, usually you get these kind of kind of just one color, bright kind of color dice. And these are actually kind of nice. So let me close her back up. And there you have it, the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition starter set, available pretty much everywhere, Amazon.com, wherever. Starting July 15th, you can already pre-order it on Amazon, or if your local game shop has it, you can pick it up now. And that's roughly, today's the 7th, so it's about a week from now. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and please, like I said, if you like the video, please like it, make a comment, maybe visit the companion blog post on shaneplays.com. Thanks so much for watching.